Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Virtue's Last Reward Part 50. At least I think it is. I hope I'm not getting ahead of myself. Yes, this is part 50, and even if it's not, just pretend it is. This is the second LP to ever make it to 50 parts. So that's good. I dedicate this episode to us not ever getting a single ending again because the game hates us. I was looking at the saves before I started this video because I had closed down the game to go eat lunch, and then when I launched it back up to start recording again, I noticed, oh man, we're at 36 hours. I don't think that's entirely accurate. I think it's inflated by a little bit, not too much, but that's probably a little inflated. Okay? And look, okay, so our old save from 21 hours. Okay, we only had 3 endings. We've gotten 2 endings, but then we've gotten 1 ending in 15 hours, which was the 10 BOG ending, which was when did we get it? We got it at 29 hours. It's been 7 hours since we got an ending. Please, game, have mercy. We've gotten 1 in 15 hours. That's granted, it took us 18 to get our first ending, because of the way the game, the flowchart works. So many of the endings are locked off on having to do other stuff in the other paths. But come on, game, please.
Ryoji and Dio voted ally too.
It wouldn't bother me so much, but I'm just a little annoyed after getting blue balled over here on this ending where we don't know the password.
Of course.
Where it's we either know the ID or the password. I don't know which one. I think we know the ID, and we don't know the password, but I think I know the password, but I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to know the password yet, so...
If we hadn't, Alice would have died.
As for the last video, Alice tried to kill herself. We were able to we failed the first time, kind of, and then we came back and were able to save her, prevent her from murdering herself, and then we voted against Clover, who stayed behind, and we allied because we're not evil.
Yeah, well, that's about it, I guess.
And also because if we betrayed, I assumed we would just get immediately killed because we had 9 BP.
We should thank the both of you as well.
Yeah, actually everyone allied, and that's a first.
I'm happy to see you also chose ally.
Oh, I didn't have anything to do with it. That was all Sigma.
Hell yeah.
Then thank you very much, Sigma.
I still don't know what to think about this pose. It's great, I think.
Sigma?
What?
Sigma, are you alright?
Are we, Sigma?
Come on, what's wrong? Just say something.
Huh? Oh, yeah, looks like we all allied. That's great.
Sigma.
Dude, is Sigma dying? Is he having a stroke?
What the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah, you've been acting a little out of it ever since we came out of the AB rooms. What happened? You make it past at Luna and get shot down?
What? Luna would ever refuse. No, nothing like that.
Hey man, it was a joke. You remember what that is? A joke? You're in pretty bad shape, huh?
Wait, what's wrong? Oh, it's his hand. That's what I was what the hell's wrong with him again? Oh yeah, we also learned that Sigma has white blood or something. He's potentially an alien.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star keys are required to open the gates. There is the
We can open the gates as many times as we want to?
Hell yeah.
Then that means...
Hell yeah, I don't know. I'm
We
gonna
can play
quit saying
the
that.
AB game as many times as we like,
It's just fun.
right?
Hey, Zero Jr. said something about this, didn't he?
Hell yeah, he did.
As soon as the gates close.
Yeah, right. Sorry to be a pain, but could you all show me your bracelets?
Who are we gonna be matched up
I want
with?
to see what all your colors and assignments are.
Yeah, because for the whites, we don't get a choice. Basically, our partners are pre-decided. Held my arm out, hand tightened to a white-knuckled fist to show the cut. To hide the cut. When their eyes landed on my hand, my heart skipped a beat. Wait, was that us? Are we the 8 solo? The red solo?
Huh.
Red goes with cyan. I wasn't paying attention to the other ones.
So Dio and Kay are a yellow pair. Luna and I are both pairs, but our colors are different.
So we're paired with one of you.
Right. You're a cyan, and I'm magenta.
So we're with 10 Meoldi.
That makes Sigma the only solo, huh?
Hell.
A red solo. So what are the 4 we left in the infirmary?
Well,
Luna and I are pairs, so 2 of them are our partners.
and then there's like a green.
That means
And-
the other 2 are solos.
Green and blue, green and yellow, whatever the other 2 solos are, I don't remember.
Although, I guess we don't know what colors they are.
I think it's green
They're
and red.
probably green and blue.
Green and blue, yeah, because we're red.
Why's that?
Didn't you see them? There are a bunch of white doors in the Floor B warehouse. They have to be the next set of chromatic doors.
Ah, yes. Phi and I saw them as well, on our way back from the garden with the unconscious Quark. And there they were.
No, please, slow-moving dot of death, go away. What did I do to deserve you?
Each one had a box just like the doors on floor A. Given that, I don't see how there can be any question. Those white doors are our next set of chromatic doors.
I think that our bracelet combinations will have to add up to white in order to open the secondary doors. The pairs are cyan, magenta, and yellow. You see?
Yeah. If we need to make white, then the other 3 colors would have to be red, green, and blue.
1 second, let me, my computer's gonna beep here. Okay, I had to plug in my phone. I'd forgotten that it was on like 1%.
Right.
Good. Now that we've got that figured out, I'm heading back to the infirmary for a bit. I want to check up on Quark and Alice.
I shall accompany you then.
Might as well go with you, I guess.
Oh, you don't want Dio with you, dude.
No real reason to hang out here.
Well, what will you
What?
2 do?
We're gonna hang out here. Why does no one want to hang out with Sigma, dude?
I need to talk to Sigma about something.
Oh shit, dude. About what?
Something?
Her usual pleasant expression had been replaced with something much more sullen. She must have noticed that there was something wrong with me. That was what she wanted to talk about. I was sure of it. Okay, fine. I managed to make my voice sound almost relaxed.
Whoa, hold on.
Oh
A
shit.
private talk?
Hell,
What are you guys plotting?
We're not plotting anything. I promise. It's nothing.
Fine, whatever. See if I care.
Dio tossed his head with a mixture of arrogance and feigned disinterest and walked out the yellow door. Marched out the yellow door. He marched. He's not no walking man. So, what was it that you wanted to talk about? I was almost certain I knew, but there was always hope. I did my best to act as if I was genuinely confused.
Oh, I don't really like this room. Could we go somewhere else?
Okay.
Good. I found somewhere nice when I was looking for Alice earlier.
As strange as her request was, I had no reason to object. I kept my mouth shut and followed Luna as she headed off. Ooh, the garden. The bee garden.
You know this place?
Technically no, actually. We never would have went to the garden. Yeah, well, sort of. I came here once when I was looking for Alice.
Oh, I see.
I mean, technically no, though. Because if you don't remember, you know, when we were looking for Alice, we did go to this place. But then he found her dead body and then I guess just like mentally died. and it gave us a game over. And then when we retried, we like loaded the flowchart back up. It gave us the option to go straight to the crew quarters.
Isn't this nice? This is the only place in the whole facility with anything green.
Well, how do you know that?
I feel kind of silly saying it, but it makes me think of the great outdoors. I think it's the perfect place for a serious conversation.
Serious conversation? Oh shit, dude.
Being surrounded by nature makes me feel happy. Oh, there's a bench over there. Would you like to sit down with me?
I guess. She sat down softly and gently, and I lowered myself down next to her. So, what did you want to talk to me about? Instead of answering, Luna lifted the tiny birdcage pendant she wore in the palm of her hand. She was silent for a moment and then began to talk.
Can I tell you something? This is actually a music box.
Really?
Yes.
She twisted the key on the bottom and it made an almost imperceptible winding noise. Oh, there's a 0% chance you can hear this. It's so faint, I can barely hear it. It's a nice song. Dude, like I can't. I can like only just barely hear it. It is not gonna show up on the recording.
Because I wanted you to know, I guess.
Because my audio is always much louder than what's on the recording.
I wanted you to know more about me.
Huh?
Maybe it's because I'm so shy, but I don't really have any friends. Or even any acquaintances, really. So I've sort of always been alone. It was really hard. I felt so lonely a lot of the time. And it hurt. It felt like I was just kind of going to collapse from the inside out.
Damn, dude, this is getting too personal.
That was when I got this music box. Someone very important gave it to me.
Dude, she's hitting too close to home here. Abort, abort.
They didn't say anything, but I felt like there was an unspoken message behind it. Luna, happiness is closer than you think. Do you know Maeterlinck's The Bluebird?
No. Yeah. Well, I mean, I know the gist of it. I think it starts on Christmas Eve. This brother and sister named Tittle and Middle get asked to find a bluebird by this old woman, and they travel to the dream world. Or something. Anyway, supposedly if you can catch this bird, then you can make a wish come true. So they visit all these different places, but they can't find it. Eventually they give up and go home, but when they wake up, the bird is in a bird cage in their hut.
That's right. It's a well-known story.
Oh, because it was inside them all along.
And it teaches a simple lesson.
Yeah, like you said, happiness is closer than you think.
Right. It got me thinking. Maybe the person who gave me this music box was trying to tell me just that.
Well, who is that person?
I don't know if that's true. Maybe all of this is just in my head, but I really felt like that was what they'd meant. It was so kind. I kept it with me all the time, like a kind of good luck charm. But one day I realized something. There was another meaning to the bluebird.
Is it gonna be like the dark
original
meaning?
story, it doesn't end with them waking up.
Oh god, it's one of those fucked up European stories.
Yes,
Honestly, I have no clue who Maeterlinck is. I don't know. I mean, it sounds kind of like Germany or German-ish.
when Till and Mittel try to feed the bird, it leaves the cage and flies away. And then the story ends.
Oh, get fucked, Tittle and Mittel. Eat shit. I mean, that's not that bad. I was like, and then the bluebird devoured their eyes. and they lived blind for the rest of their lives for trying to uh, enforce themselves onto an innocent creature. The end.
It changes. Now the message is that just when you think you found happiness, you'll lose it again. I thought about that for a while, but in the end, it didn't change how I felt. I don't know what they intended it to mean when they gave it to me, but I decided how I was going to look at it. It means that happiness is something you should always be looking for, and it's only when you're pursuing happiness that you're truly happy.
I guess that's one way to look at it.
You know, Sigma, I think you might be Tiltil.
Okay. What?
You know, the boy who the old lady asked to find the bluebird on Christmas Eve.
So, what are you trying to say?
Can I ask you something?
Oh, there's the regular music is back. That can actually be heard as opposed to literally like the 1 decibel music box. Sure.
Where did you find Alice?
Crew quarters. What does that have to do with anything?
Just answer me. Where did you find Alice?
Room 2 in the crew quarters.
Where were you before that?
Oh shit, she's gonna grill us about us being in the garden, isn't she? I was in the lounge. That was after we'd split up to go look for Alice. The first place I went was the lounge.
So you went from the lounge to the crew quarters, where you found Alice.
Well,
And then you rushed her to the infirmary, right?
yeah, no.
Okay, tell me this then.
Oh shit, dude.
How do you know about the garden? Just now you said you'd come here when you were looking for Alice.
Well, because, we did the puzzle here, right? That was this playthrough, totally.
Didn't you?
Shit, dude, she's got us.
That doesn't make any sense. There wouldn't have been any time for you to visit the garden while you were looking for Alice. So tell me, Sigma, how do you know about this place?
Why is she so creepy? I'm like seriously unsettled right now. Well, I didn't know what to say. I couldn't even explain it to myself. Why had I told her I knew about the garden? Why had I told her I'd been here before?
Sigma, are you a robot?
What?
Have you always been here?
What?
See, it would make so much sense if you were.
Would it? Would it? I don't think it would.
That would explain why you knew about the garden and it would explain that cut on your left hand.
I don't think robots bleed. Damn, so you did see it, huh?
Yes. I've been told that robots these days have what's called artificial biological tissue, or ABT, on top of a metal skeleton. It makes them look almost exactly like a human. And ABT uses this white liquid instead of blood.
Oh. Shit, dude, a Sigma a robot? For some reason when Luna had called me a robot, it hadn't really fazed me. Oh, dude. He subconsciously already knew it. Maybe because it was just so out there. I mean, it didn't sound like a real possibility. It sounded more like a theory you get from someone in a nut house. Still, my hand was still oozing white liquid. Was I really a robot? No, that was impossible. I need to stop doing that. Questioning myself so much was giving me heart palpitations. See, can a robot have heart palpitations? Checkmate. Luna, aren't you a little scared?
Scared? Why would I be scared?
Because you're terrifying me. When she was grilling us about the garden so calmly, dude, that was like hella unsettling. That's like some like little girl creepy horror stuff, you know? With her being all like innocent and sweet, and you know they're about to murder you.
Oh, I guess so. Well, even if you were, I wouldn't be scared.
Why not?
Maybe because you're a robot.
Huh?
Have you ever heard of the 3 laws of robotics?
Well, I mean, isn't that just like a rule, like set of guidelines? I mean, just because it says, hey, you shouldn't let robots kill people, doesn't mean that those were necessarily enacted.
They were a set of rules created by the science fiction author Isaac Asimov that he used in several of his stories.
It's using the Gollum Bay background. That's a little weird, right? A robot may not injure, because I mean, I don't think we have to have done this to see this stuff. And also, what was I gonna say? Yeah, because we haven't done the Gollum Bay in this playthrough. That was in the last one, before this one. Yeah, I think people know the rules. You know, robots can't they have to obey, and they can't kill people, and they cannot obey when they're told to kill people. It's just an ideal, though. You could work towards that, but I don't think you could ever actually achieve it. I mean, depending on how you program them, robots could do pretty much whatever they wanted to do.
Yes, you're right. But I believe in them. In you.
We're not a robot!
However you're programmed.
Like, I should just assume, it's like a predetermined thing. Apparently we're a robot now.
I don't think you'd break any of the 3 laws.
Beep, boop.
A robot without the 3 laws is just a bunch of metal and plastic. That's not you. You have a heart. You're a good person.
Yeah, we do
It's
have a
in your
heart.
eyes.
A real beating heart.
Well, I guess I'm just kind of assuming you're a robot. There's still a chance you're not.
It's infinitesimally small, but maybe you're a real boy.
We should run some tests.
Tests?
Yes.
How?
Well, the atom should be able to tell us.
Oh yeah, that thing in the infirmary. Ooh, here's how we actually do it. We try and murder Dio and see if our programming stops us. But when I turned, there was nothing. Who is it?
Is someone there?
Just me.
Oh god, no, fine, knows we're a robot now.
Sorry, but can you guys come over here? I need you to see something.
Why are you skulking around? You weirdo. Luna and I looked at one another, shrugged, and stepped into the bushes. I'm assuming it's the bomb.
Welcome.
Wasn't there a bomb on the tree or something? What? How long have you been here?
I just got here a little while ago.
Okay, maybe not. Why are we in the bushes?
Did you hear what we were saying?
No.
That's a lie.
Were you talking about something you didn't want me to know about?
Yes, sex stuff. Obviously. That's less embarrassing than us being a robot.
Whatever. Just have a look at this.
I followed the line of her finger. Yeah, it is the bomb. Shit. This is...
An antimatter bomb.
Have we been introduced to the bomb yet?
Exactly. I'm pretty sure someone didn't move it here from the crew quarters.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we have been introduced to the bombs at this point. I couldn't remember. So...
In fact, I'm pretty sure it's an entirely different bomb. Look at the number on the side.
It says 01.
And the one in the crew quarters, then that must mean...
There's at least 3 bombs. Shit, then there's no question, huh?
I've got more good news.
Good news?
Just think about the numbers for a moment.
You're saying there's a 2 bomb out there somewhere?
I can't be sure, but it does seem pretty likely.
Damn it. Then that means we're dealing with a combined explosive power equal to 3 tons of TNT.
Yeah.
Who planted them?
Was it you guys?
I don't think so.
I mean, you've been in here quite a while.
Hey, don't give me that. I mean, if we did, we would just immediately eliminate you for finding the bomb. What were you doing in the bushes anyway?
Well, I was taking a walk.
In the bushes? Taking a walk? You really think I'm gonna buy that?
Fine. You got me. I heard you two were off talking in secret. So I got curious and went back to the Floor A warehouse.
That's eavesdropping. You're not supposed to do that. That's rude.
Of course you weren't there. That seemed pretty suspicious to me, so I headed here. And just as I'd suspected, there you were, talking on the bench. I snuck up from behind so you wouldn't notice me. Then, just as I was getting close enough to hear, I found the bomb. So,
A likely story.
believe me now?
No, but yes, because we know Dio planted the bombs. But if we didn't know that, then no, I wouldn't believe you. So, who planted the bomb?
Honestly, it could have been any one of us. Anybody could have come here while we were all looking for Alice.
I mean, except for, I guess, Alice.
We need to tell everyone about this then.
Yeah, you're right. Let's head back to the infirmary. Everyone else was already there when we arrived. Clover and Timioji, Kay and Dio. Well, and of course Alice and Quark. Dude, I actually just predicted that the Kay and Dio and of course Alice and Quark. I mean, of course you kind of knew they were gonna say Kay and Dio because they did it the same way they did Clover and Timioji, but you know. Getting the exact phrasing right was interesting. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Alright, everybody, listen up. There's a bomb. We don't know how to defuse it. We're gonna fucking die. And, yeah, you know, there's more bombs and stuff.
Oh, this is bad.
Well, you know, at least one, but we also know there's actually 4 because we have learned that there is a zero bomb somewhere. We don't actually know where it is yet, I don't believe.
What are we going to do?
Well, I think Alice mentioned something.
There should be an emergency deactivation password. If you enter that password, the device should, well, deactivate. You see it, right? Then we can enter.
So if we have the password, we can deactivate them?
Yep.
Whoa, hold on a second.
Oh, see, of course Dio doesn't want that to happen.
That's great and all, but we need that password input device she was talking about. Without that, we're still boned even if we did have the password.
Yeah. That's why I want all of you to let me search you.
Where is the password input device? Because we got it from the room, not from Dio, right?
I beg your pardon?
I don't remember what puzzle room we got that from.
You heard me. Chances are whoever planted those bombs is in this room. There's also a good chance they've also got the device we need to deactivate the bombs.
So you're planning to search us for it?
Hell yeah.
Exactly.
But
No buts. If you refuse, then I'll assume it's because you've got it and you planted the bombs. Unless you want that, I suggest you cooperate. Clear?
Once again, we really shouldn't, like... I mean, of course, we know Dio's the guilty person here and Phi's not, but, like... Phi is hella suspicious during this, because the way she, like, directs the conversation and stuff, that just seems it would be hella suspicious to me.
Good. Now who's going to be first?
Because, I mean, that's, like, the best way to, like, get suspicion off of you, is to make it seem like, oh, you're so invested in, like, finding the thing out, and, like, taking the reins. And especially if she's the one doing the searches, then, you know, it kind of, like, also removes suspicion from her being searched herself. But once again, you know, we know she didn't do it.
Huh?
You only need to search one person.
What? Why?
Because I figured out who did it. I know who did it. The words are out of my... I feel like we've done this exact... Didn't we do this already?
How can you... There's no way.
Yeah, I think that we've seen this already, but... That person! It is... Ooh, that included the Alice and Dio flashbacks. That person is you! Dio?
Come on, what is this? Are you high?
Well, we're about to find out. Sorry, Kay, but could you hold him down?
Well...
It's on him, I promise.
Knock it off, Sigma. You're doing this all backwards.
So, this isn't a court. Besides, all we want is to know who set the bombs.
Ugh.
Oh, so he didn't have to do the whole, like, brother charade this time. If you're innocent, then a search? I think I said search? I don't know what I know I said it wrong, but I don't know how I said it wrong. A search will show up and show that I'll look like an idiot.
Nice try, but that's some bullshit totalitarian logic. I don't think so.
I think that's one of my favorite lines in the game. Is that's some bullshit totalitarian logic.
What are you even basing this on? How do you know I set the bombs?
Because.
Just spit it out.
Oh, okay, never mind. He still has to do the free the soul thing.
I beg your...
No. How do you know?
Yeah. We're not gonna skip, but we're just gonna kind of skim through this because we've already seen it.
I don't know, and I don't know.
Wait, he's left?
A terrorist?
A terrorist?
Oh dear.
Left?
Well,
You could have kept
looks
going.
like I won't be able to talk my way out of this one. Seriously, though, when did we get so famous? The Myrmidons aren't supposed to be something anybody knows about, let alone you two jokers.
Hey, we're not a joker. Our central processing unit is working at max capacity.
Okay, you got me. Yes, I'm the leader of the Myrmidons. My real name is Left. I was sent here to stop Zero Seniors. That's why I planted the bombs. If it looked...
We've already kind of...
I should after...
What?
We're just gonna kind of have to skim.
Well, there.
'Cause I'm a little... Well, we could probably use the skip, but I don't... Well, we'll use it for a few seconds.
Yeah!
There's Tim Yoji using his old man kick, which fucks us all. Okay, so this is still playing out the same. So I think we're safe in skipping.
How do we stop them?
30 minutes is how long
None
we
of us know
have.
them, though.
Yeah, well, we know 2. But there's someone who does know, isn't there?
Okay, I'll give you one, since I'm such a swell guy. The password for bomb number 2 is...
Yo, do we have that one? Where is my thingy? We do not have bomb number 2. Let's...
EQD DYR NTK.
Bomb 2 EQD. Let's make sure I write these down so that they're actually legible. I have the handwriting of a 6-year-old, if you didn't know.
Bomb number 2.
I think I've mentioned that in previous videos. It's like actually fucking awful. Like I'm a little embarrassed by how bad my handwriting is.
But we haven't found that one yet.
Oh? Oh. Well, my mistake.
Bomb 2, that's the one in the power room, right? The generator?
Must have slipped my mind. Well, there's nothing you could do anyway. You don't have the input device. Really, it'll be much easier if you all just give up.
Where's the input
Oh
device?
gosh, I wonder.
Where did you put the number 2 bomb?
Shoot, you know, I just can't remember.
You son of a bitch.
Anyway, I think it's time for me to be moving on.
Moving on.
To where?
To the next life?
What? I have to explain everything? To the next world, of course.
No, wait! I threw myself toward Dio and wrapped my hand around his wrist, slamming it to the floor. He struggled, but I put all my weight on it and kept his arm pinned.
Shit! Let go of me, goddammit! Get off of me! Let me go!
He continued to struggle, but I wasn't going to let him go. I shifted my weight to free one of my hands and started trying to pry his open.
Hey! Hey! I'm not fucking around, alright? Let go of my goddamn arm!
By then, the others had run over and piled onto Dio along with me. Even then, he refused to stop. With increasing desperation, he tried to get the hand I'd grabbed to his mouth.
We don't have a choice. Luna, go get the Soparil.
Soparil his ass. I don't really know. There's like no point in actually doing that though, because by the time he like wakes up from the Soparil, we're all dead anyway. So
You think I don't know that? What other choice do we have?
like, there's no real difference in putting him to sleep and letting him kill himself.
Every minute we spend wrestling this prick is a minute we don't have to deal with those bombs.
But I guess technically the other people don't know that he has a cyanide pill or whatever.
We don't have time for this.
We just know that.
What are you doing, Luna? Go!
Right.
Like, they could think he has some sort of weapon or something, I guess.
Okay, I've got it. I'm ready when you are.
You can do whatever you want to me, you fucking cowards!
Fucking cowards.
You're still gonna die! Go ahead, tell yourselves you can fix it. Run around like idiots before you get blown to atoms. Serves you fucking right! You're gonna burn!
Burn!
Oh, for God's sake! Luna, shut him up!
Right. Here goes.
Dude, you know, when you're on the toilet and it just isn't cooperating. I'm sorry, I apologize for that joke. There it was, just what I'd expected. A small, unassuming capsule. Didn't know what was in it exactly, but it was undoubtedly some kind of poison. I just don't, it feels like it's just a waste of time. Just let him kill himself. Who cares?
About 20 minutes or so, I think.
And how much time until the white doors open?
About 20 minutes or so, I think.
So, what do we do?
We put in those passwords and stop the bombs.
We searched Dio, but he doesn't have anything that might be the input device.
Well, only one thing to do then.
And that is?
Die. Unless any of you have another suggestion? I guess we'll look for the input device in the next video, because I just realized we're at like 38 minutes. I don't know if we're going to find it though, just to be honest, and even if we do, we don't have all the bomb passwords. So, methinks we're a little fucked here. But we'll find out in the next video if that is indeed true. I'm extra cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.